Hi, I'm Jen Hansen, and I'm a candle maker and owner of Handmade by Jen Hansen. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. I go into more candle making content, and today I'm going to talk about a market that I did. It called, I think, Made for Mom Market. It was with Hello Handmade, which is an event organizer here in town in Phoenix. And before I get into that, a couple of personal announcements. I'm in week 26 of pregnancy, so we're 6.5 months in, quickly approaching my due date of August 20th. So it was very fitting to do a Mother's Day market today. And also, I got to debut my new banner, which isn't like a big thing, but I'm proud of it because my friend Francesca Bissett, is a local artist. She did the watercolor for me a few years ago, and I uploaded it to Canva where I played with the font and had it printed from Vistaprint, and it just came this week. So I was very excited to get to use that in today's market. I also got new business cards, but that's no big deal, right? So anyway, this is a review of the Hello Handmade market, and I'm just brutally honest here. It was probably one of the worst markets I've ever done for several reasons, and which I'll get into. And I'm not trying to be mean. I'm not trying to bash this business. It's just when you're doing these events, it's a big commitment. It's a financial and a time commitment. It's taking your energy. I work a 9 to 5, and so um, my weekends are precious. And so when I take up a whole Saturday for an event that just isn't worth my while, it kind of pisses me off. So I'm not angry. I'm not here to complain. I'm here to just objectively tell you why this market kind of sucked. There were a lot of markets happening in Phoenix this weekend for Mother's Day. And this was one of the only ones I'm aware of that was available, that was offering it indoors with air conditioning. So that's the reason I picked this one. Plus, I've been following Hello Handmade on Instagram for a few years now, and they're really good at promoting their events. So I thought, all right, well, they've probably done a pretty good job of getting the word out. I mean, I've heard about this market and they've been promoting it in advance. So what I didn't know is whether their Instagram following would translate into people actually attending and becoming customers at their events. So the answer is no, that did not happen. Um, the event was in a very questionable location. Location is key. It was at the Avondale Sports Complex. Now, I'm not really that familiar with the west side of Phoenix, and this is essentially a youth sporting event center. So when you walk into the building, it's just wall to wall basketball courts with dozens of games going on at a time, from like little kids to teenagers. So a lot of smelly, sweaty kids and their parents and families, not necessarily the clientele that's looking for quality handmade goods like candles and pottery and jewelry and art, right? So that wasn't a great combination right there. The other thing is nobody could like find the event within this building. Now, I mean, it's a decent size, but you walk in the door, you hang a left, and the event is behind some doors, like a banquet kind of hall, conference center, away from the court, and it's a separate confined space. But there were no signs indicating that there was an event happening inside. So unless you were walking right by and you had to like really look inside the door, you had no idea there was a pop-up event happening. And there were a ton of vendors at this thing. So here's the kicker. This thing was not cheap. For a 6 foot space with two chairs provided, it was $93 for a 4 hour event. That is really disappointing, that in this building full of people that there was no foot traffic. I thought I had a pretty good space considering I was pretty close to the entrance, so when people were walking down the aisles, they would presumably pass me. Not so much. People would seriously just like pop their head in, take a look around, and then walk away. So we were just not like very, very well suited for customers, which is something I really haven't experienced at any other markets that I've done in the past. Also, nobody commented on my shirt. It says expecting Patronum, so Harry Potter nerds were just like nowhere to be found. That's not really Hello Handmade's fault, but it was a sign. So anyway, another thing about this market, I don't ever expect to be the only candle vendor there, but there were four of us. I don't know if that was too saturated, but personally, I don't have an issue with other candle vendors being there. It's just that I was in the middle of two of them. So they could have spread us out a little bit more, I think. But that's a pretty minor complaint. Those candle makers were very friendly. We had a lot of downtime because there weren't any customers. So we were talking about other markets that we've done that we've really liked and other ones that we didn't like. So I really appreciated that time to network with other people. So it's not like this event was terrible all across the board. I made a lot of nice connections through the other vendors, and I made sales with other vendors. Like I bought a bunch of different cookies from the bakers that were there. I bought some stickers from an artist, so like we were all supporting each other, but I feel like that happened despite Hello Handmade and not because of them. So for $95, like that's with tax, it was over $100. I think it was like $103 that I spent for 4 hours to sit with like practically no customers. The only reason that I'm not like really upset about this is that I also posted it on Instagram and TikTok. So I had some family members come. My mom, my aunt, cousin, and her daughter came, and then two of our best friends came. So they were there to support me and they bought some candles. So I didn't walk away empty handed, but there were a lot of people who didn't have that kind of support that just wasted, a Saturday and over $100 that like that for other people, that's their livelihood. Again, I have a 9 to 5, so this is not my primary source of income, but really I feel like I don't want to say predatory because I feel like they're doing it in good faith. They want everybody to succeed, but they're just not picking the right locations in order for that to happen. Those are my opinions. When I talked to other vendors at the event, that seemed to be the consensus too, was this is my first event with Hello Handmade. I see that they post on Instagram all the time and it seems like they have a lot of followers. So we thought, what the hell, let's give it a shot. And everybody was pretty disappointed in the end. So I didn't see anybody who just like had a runaway successful day and everybody else just got unlucky. It was pretty across the board that nobody really had a good day. So that's my opinion. I don't think that Hello Handmade is worth the time and the money unless they make some serious changes as to the location and if they're more successful in converting their online promotion into actual customers. So thanks so much for watching. Make sure that you subscribe and hit the notification bell so that you can find out when I post new videos. And you can find me on all of the socials at the Jen Hansen. All right, until next time, take care.